Well, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louvre here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 28th of November to December 4th. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Virgo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Queen of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so your biggest challenge here, Virgo, has a lot to do with the Queen of Swords energy. Usually the Queen of Swords is very rigid, okay? She can be very logical, she can be unemotional, she can be very ambitious, she can be very cutthroat. We're going to see why it's your challenge. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. I'm really strongly getting, or excuse me, the Six of Wands. I'm really strongly getting here in the recent past, Virgo, there was almost this transition that you went through, okay? You could have went from this energy of, you know, being small, meek, not confident about yourself, in this place of you know, kind of penny pinching yourself. There's this very strong energy of like, I want to elevate myself. I want to become better. And I feel like that's what you were focused on here in the past. There was something that you went through and people saw what you went through. And you could have became very famous, or you could have became very popular or very well liked here in the past because of some transition that you went through. Okay, so you went through some transition, it changed your life, and people were like praising you, or people were like, wow, you know, you went from this to this and you're really successful. So there was a major transition here. People saw that, and it's almost like people were admiring that within you. Okay, and we're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, Virgo, you have the Strength, the Eight of Cups, and the Sun. So I feel with this energy in the present moment, you're building on some sort of strength in the present moment. It's like, again, you're working on yourself, you're building that inner strength within yourself, and some of you are trying to find the inner strength to walk away from something. And it's been so difficult for you to make a decision about this, to move on from this, to completely get your energy back to this place of being satisfied. And I see you walking away from something. If you haven't walked away from this situation yet, I see that you're going to be in the process of walking away, or you're making plans to walk away from this. Because there's something here about you wanting to be happy again. You know, there's something here about, you know, I want to be happy again. I want to be warm again. I want to be optimistic. And whatever situation you're involved in right now, it's just not satisfying you. It's just not satisfying you anymore, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Fool, the Death, and the Justice. Couple of things here in the near future. First of all, you're going to have a new beginning, okay? There's a complete brand new beginning that is coming in for you, Virgo, and we're going to find out what this new beginning is all about for you in a moment. What you also don't see coming in the near future is the fact the Death and the Justice is here. I see you choosing to end something here. Could be a divorce. It could be deciding to set something right here and then have it come to a complete end. There's something here that's closing out, and it's forcing you to have some sort of new beginning here, because I think one of the things that is going to be a major focus for you is you getting back to this place of feeling balanced within yourself again in the near future. Okay, and that's why what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Even though something here seems like it's been, you know, lasting forever and it's, you know, been around forever, it's just not prosperous anymore. There's something here that's not prosperous. There's definitely some sort of emotional disappointment that I feel you went through in the past that really affected your financial situation, especially if this situation is connected to your finances. So I feel something here is just not, it's like water under the bridge. It's like it happened. Okay, let's move on from this now. Okay. And yes, there's a bit of loss here, but I think what's more important to you is the fact that you want to be happy again. That's what I'm intuitively getting. So let's jump into your reading. Let's clarify. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify your challenge. So the Queen of Swords is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. So your biggest challenge here is the fact that a lot of you, the likelihood of you giving to something is very slim. It's like you're not giving to something anymore. You're not really investing into it anymore. It's very minimal. There's like a minimal energy here, okay? And your biggest challenge is the fact that you're still holding on to something that just does not satisfy you anymore. So your biggest challenge here is to recognize what type of energy you need to be in order to walk away from the situation. To be able to walk away from the situation, you need to have or find some sort of strength within you. And that's why your challenge is the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords, again, she is someone who doesn't put up with garbage. Okay, she doesn't. Queen of Swords is like, I can cut you off at any time. I'll tell you like it is at any time. And that's not really your nature as a Virgo. You tend to be someone who's very giving, understanding, loving, service oriented. But when you're in a position where you don't feel like you're satisfied, or you feel like you're not getting what you need from the situation and you're still holding on to it, it kind of brings this energy of you performing at a subpar level. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you're working, or you're putting your energy into something, but it's not really giving back to you. Okay, so something here is not fulfilling you, and your biggest challenge is to step in your power and just tell it like it is, you know? And that's gonna be your biggest challenge here, is what I'm seeing, okay? So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles in the recent past. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So in the recent past, somebody here hurt you. There was a third party, possibly someone cheated here, lied, or they said something or did something to hurt you. And even though this person tried to make an offer to you or tried to, you know, quell the situation, you started to kind of pull your energy back, and it kind of forced you to start pouring energy into yourself. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles in the recent past for Virgo. You have the Temperance, the High Priestess, and you have the Nine of Swords. So in the recent past, with the Temperance and the High Priestess, Nine of Swords, there was so much anxiety and fear because something here wasn't moving quick enough. It's like a lot of patience needed to be had here, but intuitively something was bothering you, Virgo. Something was affecting you on a deep level. You may have had difficulty, you know, falling asleep at night, being able to do your daily activities, and you knew something here needed to change, even though it was taking so long for it to do so, okay? Tell me more about the Six of Wands in the recent past for Virgo. You have the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So you found something out, you were researching, you found something out, and that's when you decided to maybe disconnect. I don't feel, for some of you, you physically disconnected in the past. For others of you, you just materialistically disconnected. So if you were being service oriented towards this person, or if you were giving to this person, it's almost like you changed your energy, and people saw this in the past and they admired that. Because a lot of you may have felt in the past that you were being walked all over, somebody here was taking advantage of you, and in the past, it was time for you to stand up for what it was that you truly felt you deserved here in the past. And that's what I feel happened. Now, in the present moment, you're battling this energy of, I don't really want to be here anymore. This situation's not serving me anymore. This isn't giving me what I need. Okay. And Spirit is saying there's inner strength that needs to be had for you to walk away from this. It's not something that you're going to just get up one day and say, hey, look, I'm just going to leave. There's inner strength that you need to have in order to do that. Okay, so let's clarify the Eight of Cups and let's see what's bothering you, what's affecting you, what's stopping you or affecting you from walking away. Now, some of you have already walked away. You're done. You're like, I'm done. This is over. I don't need this anymore. You have the Sun, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. A lot of you are choosing in the present moment, if you haven't done this already, you're walking away towards a better relationship. You're walking towards somebody who can actually respect you, who can give you what you need, somebody who you know, makes you feel happy, somebody who can give you the type of relationship that you want. So even though there's a little bit of this uncertainty here in the present moment, a lot of you know that there has to be something better than this. There's almost this energy of like, there has to be something better than this. There has to be something better that can fulfill me. Tell me more about the strength in the present moment for Virgo. So the strength is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. You have the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like right now in the present moment, a decision has to be made about you deciding to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles is here. So it's telling me that you're not in a rush. You're not in a rush to do this. It's like you're taking your time and you're fully armed. Okay, so you may be afraid of getting hurt again. That's maybe the reason why it's been difficult for you to make this decision. But either way, part of you making this decision has a lot to do with you finding the inner strength within you to do that. Okay, and that's what's going to lead you to some sort of happiness because you have the Sun here twice in the present moment. So it's almost a confirmation, right? It's a confirmation that if you're not satisfied in the present moment and you feel like you need to walk away from something, maybe that's what you need to do in order to get to this place of happiness once again. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. It's like a process that you're going through. Let's clarify the Sun. Tell me more about the Sun in the present moment for Virgo. So the Sun is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. So as you can see in the present moment, again, a lot of you are recognizing that you want some sort of balance here. You want an equal give and take relationship. You don't want to be in a relationship where you're constantly giving and serving and the other person isn't doing the same for you. And I think that's what's going to really help you recognize what needs to be brought back into balance and to allow you to ultimately move forward. Because you have to have a reason, right? Like just getting up and leaving is not usually what people do. People usually have a reason for why they're doing what they're doing. And I think that's very much connected to what is happening to you in the present moment. Okay, so that's what I see in the present moment. Now, in the near future, something is coming to an end. It's done. It's over. You're now preparing and facilitating for some sort of new beginning. And we're going to talk about this new beginning. We're going to see what it's all about in a moment. But first, I want to clarify the Death. Okay, let's clarify the Death card for Virgo in the near future. So the Death is clarified by the Six of Wands, you have the Four of Cups, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. So in the near future, there's a really strong energy of love being offered. Okay, you could be offering love or someone could be offering love to you. But the problem that I'm seeing here is the reason why something ends in the near future is because you start to realize that if I'm offering love to someone and they're not interested in me and there's this kind of like unemotional availability, then maybe it's time for me to focus on myself. Okay. Six of Wands lately has been talking to me about working on yourself, working on your career, working on bettering and improving yourself. And everybody sees this, right? Everyone's like, whoa, you know, like she's improving herself or he's improving himself. And it kind of, when you start to get into that energy, Virgo, you're like, I can do anything. I can achieve anything I want. I can offer anything that I want. I can receive anything that I want. But something here gives you a reason to disconnect or end something. Because I think part of the difficulty for you to make a decision in the present moment is you need to have a reason. You need to have a solid reason why you're letting go of something here, especially if it's a long-term marriage or a commitment. Okay? And the Justice card often talks about divorce. Okay, it talks about divorce, talks about needing to separate resources. It talks about, you know, bringing something back into balance again. Tell me more about the Justice for Virgo in the near future. You have the Emperor, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Yeah. So remember I was saying dividing resources. The Ten of Pentacles is resources. These are long-term resources that we tend to accumulate when we're in long-term marriages, commitments, etc. Now, this could also be in regards to a job. A lot of you are choosing to end a job or disconnect from a job that just isn't giving you the level of satisfaction that you need. So a lot of you, yes, there is sadness here in the near future, but it's almost like it was already in that energy anyways, right? So what is this new beginning all about for you in the near future? Two of Cups, Chariot, and the Seven of Cups. You're keeping your options open in the near future, but I think one of these options that you meet or you encounter here that you decide to move forward with is going to lead to a strong bond, a strong commitment, a strong relationship. There's definitely a relationship coming in for you. But I think one of the things that you need to be aware of is the fact that you have a lot of options. So it may be difficult to choose which one of these options are going to be one that you feel is going to be a part of your destiny. But either way, you're moving on. There's something you're moving on from because it's just not, there's just a lack of happiness. There's a lack of satisfaction here. Okay, so let's get some advice. What is the advice? You have the Two of Cups, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. Your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize who you're giving multiple chances to. Who are you giving second chances, third chances, fourth chances to? You're tired. There's something here that's drained you. You become so drained and it's almost at the end, okay? The Nine of Wands is about getting close to the Ten of Wands, which is a card of burden, right? And the Nine of Wands is like, I'm not quite giving up on this, but I feel like I'm about to give up on this. So your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize what situation in your life isn't working. What situation in your life are you giving multiple chances to and nothing's changing? Look at your energy. If you constantly feel drained around someone, if you constantly feel drained in some sort of situation you're in, you have to ask yourself, does this feel like it's coming to an end? Does this feel done? Because I think the biggest piece of advice here for you, Virgo, is you want stability. You want a relationship that can give you that stability. And if you're in a situation where you're constantly giving, constantly trying to make something work, constantly feeling drained, then you need to ask yourself, is this situation truly giving me the stability that I want? Okay, because in a relationship, there has to be equal give and take. It can't just be one person giving all the time and the other person taking. It doesn't work like that. One person is going to eventually say, you know what, I'm not getting anything out of this. So what's the point of me being here giving and giving and getting nothing back? So I think your biggest piece of advice here is to identify relationships in your life that are not giving you the stability that you need and determine whether or not your energy is worth pouring into it continuously. And if it's not, maybe it's time to reevaluate that, okay? So this is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.